All right, good morning, traders. Today is July 11th, 2024. I want to thank everyone for being here. I have an open house today, yesterday and today. I want to thank everyone for being here. I hope you got a good taste of what we do here in the BYOB trading room yesterday. We had a really nice day. My SPY pivot this morning is 556.80. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5, that's SPY, QQQ, FNGU, IWM, and Diamond Dow, all in daily uptrends. Yesterday, SPY, QQQ, SMH, SLK, FNGU, oh my gosh, look at this list. All right, all made new all-time highs. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. Diamond Dow, again, still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over the bullish trap, which is over the 17 EMA. IWM, still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. IWM's in that flaky uptrend. It could really get going, but still in that flaky uptrend. Gold and silver, both in uptrends, made higher lows and higher highs, closing over their bullish traps and over their 17 EMAs. UNG in a downtrend made a lower high and a lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the falling 17. USO in an uptrend made an outside day. That's going to be a higher high and a lower low, closing over the bullish cross over the rising 17 EMA. US dollar index in an uptrend but has pulled back again to the 105 area. Could we see a lower low today in the dollar? That would inspire us. Oh, by the way, today is the main event, CPI at 8:30. All right, so get ready for some volatility. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, so here's SPY on the daily chart. Okay, getting kind of a candle here, nice size candle. We could see a really big candle today. I'm just saying that's a possibility. All right, so SPY on the daily chart, you can see higher low, higher high. That's a new all-time high. In the pre-market, I do not believe they set no, they did not, a new all-time high yet for today. But anyways, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap. That's the 3 EMA. That's the yellow line on top of the white line, which is the 8 EMA. Okay, so that's price on top of the yellow line. That's the 3 EMA. Okay, and then the two of those on top of the white line, that's the 8 EMA. And then all three on top of this rising 17, and that's the green dots right there. And this faint blue line, that's the 21. Okay, so those are those green dots. That's the 17 EMA, otherwise known in other rooms as trend indicator. Okay, and the white line also known as T line. All right, so in other rooms. All right, so that's the 8 EMA. All right, and this is the dots are the 17 EMA. Okay, so you can see here's price action has moved up, consolidated over to the right, and has ignited off for a new high. Like to see it hold up here, okay? Up over 550 would be nice, all right? I think we may get a big candle into the sky today. If we don't get the big candle into the sky, I think we get an inside day. That's what I think. Market is still bullish, all right? But they put a lot of energy in yesterday, all right? Just want to say that. The market is still bullish here. All right, so let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. Here's our 2-hour chart. You can see we left off the day. All right, we had a pinch. Usually that pinch results in a big move like this to the upside. That's what I'm saying. We could see a big day today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, so there's SPY. All right, so there's SPY. You got the 3 got price on top of the 3. That's the yellow. We're on the 2-hour time frame. Okay, price on top of the 3. Okay, both of those on top of the 8. Okay, all 3 of those on top of the 17. This is a 2-hour uptrend. All right, 10-minute. 10-minute, we have a 10-minute downtrend currently, but when CPI comes in, everything's going to go haywire probably. All right, so here's 10-minute. We left off the day with a nice rip into, guess what we had yesterday? We had that, what do I call it? The thriller trade at the end of the day. This is when the volume profile, all right, was in a smiley face, okay? Volume profile, and this is all that volume at the end of the day. Look at that. Bulls still buying this up. All right, so 10-minute, price on top of the 3, that's the yellow line. Both of those on top of the white one, that's the 8 EMA. That is a 10-minute uptrend. We have a 10-minute uptrend, a 2-hour uptrend, a daily uptrend. This is a risk-on situation. Not only that, here's our prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Price is over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, now when I say that, all right, that means money is coming into the market. Okay, whenever you see price up over, if it's up over and moving higher, that is a get bullish scenario for me. All right, so here's the prior all-time high, which is only a few days ago because we're on the 11th, and I planted this one on the 8th. Okay, I could move it up to this one right here, and you know what? I might do that right there. Okay, so there is the all-time high. I'm going to plant one more right here just in case. Okay, so there's the all-time high. Price is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, showing us money's coming into the market. All right, you would know that looking at some of the other T2123, but in SPY index, this is moving up. Okay, so there's SPY 10-minute uptrend. Yesterday, all right, so we had a thriller trade at the end of the day. See this consolidation right there? All right, it didn't even give it up. It held on tight, and you can see it ramp up right into the day for almost a $2. That broke out of $5.60, and it went up, I think, $1.50. Oh, $1.75, roughly, right up about there. Okay, so there's SPY 10-minute uptrend on SPY. All right, so what do I want to do? Oh, want to see this. Want to show this to traders out there. Okay. Okay, so this is what's going on in the BYOB trading room. All right. See, this is me. I'm holding your hand. All right. I'm showing you each one. This is green erases red entries over the pivot. This is me holding your hand and showing you. There's the first entry, 557.10. Here's the second entry, 557.35. Third entry. All of these are green erases red, and that means the green candle erases what the red candles have produced. All right? So that's it. So price, that's showing us buyers stepping in. So you want to buy when the buyers are stepping in, not when the sellers are stepping in. Okay? You want to buy alongside the institutions and sell alongside the institutions. All right, so this is showing us green candle. Green wipes out red, jump in. Green wipes out red, jump in. All of these are entries, okay? This is what I do. I'm just holding your hand, showing you, here's a place that you can enter if you want to enter, all right? And then on top of that, I share with you my trades so that you can see that I'm entering at the same spots. Okay, so there you go. All right, this is me. I'm showing you 6th entry, 5th entry, all of these entries. All right, 10-minute uptrend. What do we have all day? See this? 3 on top of the 10, on top of the 8, on top of the 17. We have a 10-minute uptrend. Not once did the 3 cross the 8. 10-minute uptrend the whole day long. And look at that. It's running away from doing the AVWAP hustle, right? Anchored VWAP hustle right there. Here you can see price running away from the anchored VWAP. See it how it rips up away. It gets further and further from this pink line. Okay, that's what we're looking for. This is the anchored VWAP hustle. Green erases red. All right, there's a place to enter. Okay, and not once does the 3, that's the yellow line, cross over the 8. Now, I don't know what kind of day we're going to get today. I'm thinking maybe an inside day, maybe a pause, or we could get a really big igniting candle right up into the sky, maybe even up to 575. So yesterday was a 2 ATR day almost. Okay, so we left off here at 556, and you can see we went all the way to 561.67. All right, so that's almost a 2 ATR day right there yesterday. All right, that's green erases red, entries over the pivot. Just wanted to share that with you. Let's go to see QQQ. All right, QQQ. One more Q. There we go. Pick it up on the daily. All right, QQQ, new all-time highs yesterday. Okay. Same thing as SPY, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Money is being pumped into the market. Okay. Right now, money's being pumped into the market. And I don't see any signs of exhaustion yet. I just want to point that out. Okay, there's QQQ. Here's SPY. I'm just going to flip this one real quick. I don't see any signs of exhaustion. That is a pretty good sized candle, but that's not exhaustion. Okay? So I'm just letting you know. So I'm just saying, like, I'm still bullish. I know it seems kind of high up here in the nosebleeds, but I am still bullish. Okay, so FNGU. Back off here, we're in the daily chart. Again, new all-time highs, same as SPY and QQQ. Diamond Dow. All right, here's Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow in the uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. It's price action yesterday, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap. Okay, 3 on top of the 8, closing over the trap, which is over the 17 EMA in an uptrend. Okay, IWM. IWM, same deal, but it's a flaky uptrend because they just took out this high right here. Okay, so IWM in the flaky uptrend, really just struggling with this downtrend line. Just having, look at all the wicks into that, just struggling with that. And here is the anchored VWAP from the all-time high right there. Well, maybe not the all-time high, but the prior high. Okay, right there on IWM. You can see right there, this price action just cannot, struggling to close a complete candle over that anchored VWAP from that prior high right there. There's IWM. I think the all-time high is right here, right there, 211.85. Okay, so just struggling with closing candle, a complete candle over that anchored VWAP from that prior high. So, price action yesterday. All right, we are in the flaky uptrend. Okay, because we only beat out this high. If we take out this high right here, we will be in the bona fide uptrend. IWM, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, which is also over the 17 EMA, kind of a flat 17 EMA. Let's look at our technicals, T2122. We found ourselves opening up yesterday inside this. We came from the sell zone and we opened up at the midpoint, made a higher low in the seller's chop zone. Okay, the bulls threw us out and we wound up in the buyer's chop zone, making a higher high. Okay, so we got a high, made a higher high right there when we gapped up into the midpoint, and then we made a higher high right there. Okay, then we made another higher low. See the lows? See, you got a low, made a higher low, made another higher low. Look at the highs. You got a high, made a higher high, and another higher high. So we're making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish. Okay, so then we come back and make a higher low and run off to make higher highs. Could find ourselves up in the buy zone. I don't know what's going to happen. CPI comes out today. Could get very volatile. So there's T2122, T2123 for yesterday's price action. A little bit of selling in the morning, and then they kind of U-bottomed it out of there. Okay, a little V-bottom, U-bottom, right up out of there. Still not closing gaps yet, see? Notice this gap still open. Like to see, we've been pushed down by this 200 SMA force field right here, just pushing price lower and lower and lower. Okay, so we made a lower high. Okay, now market law number 4, all right, if price fails to make a significant higher high, which it did, okay, then generally it's going to run off and test the prior low, and if not, make a lower low. Guess what? We did that. Okay, we have gone all the way through the quad lines, all right? We're in like negative territory as far as the quad lines go. One more time. Right there. You can see here's price action. Right there yesterday. Got lower than this low, all right? Could we see a reversal? Hopefully we do. Like to see us back on the other side of this 200 SMA. It's been falling and pushing price lower and lower. Just want to say we don't have support for another all the way down here, 531, 285. Okay, that's the closest support. If we break this is major support there. If we break through that major support, we could come down to here. So it could be an ugly day today. All right, if this decides to go down to here, all right, or if CPI comes out kind of hot, we could see a bearish reversal. We'll see what happens. T2123 on the 3 bar. Here's the rising 200, and you can see it is now curling over, creating a hilltop right up there. This is the T2123 3 bar. You can see price action below the quad lines here. Okay. Delete that. Drag this over just a little bit. Okay, so you can see here's that 17 EMA. All right, those are the dots. Remember I said that's the 17. Kind of pushing price lower, lower, lower. So this is the next area of support. If they lose this, we could be coming all the way down to here. That's going to be a big pullback. All right, but there's T2123. FNGU, price action for yesterday. A little green, a little red. Then they finally got up over a VWAP right here. It's a brown line. And you can see it was buying until the end of the day. After the noon o'clock. You can see right there, 11:30. And then at noon, they started the buying program and they just rocketed up out of this base. Okay, so you can see here's the consolidation right through here. Okay, and then when we consolidate on top of that, all right, that's bullish. And then when we consolidate on top of that, okay, that's bullish. And when we don't take out the bottom there, fail to make a lower low, okay, you can see now this right here, guess what? That's bullish. Right there, it says bullish, bullish. Every time you consolidate on top of prior consolidation, that's bullish. Okay, so bullish, 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 bullish. See that? This is still bullish. And we have a rising 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart. All right, so things still ripping to the upside. I am still bullish on the market. No reason to be bearish. None whatsoever. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors. All right, let's back off of this. See if I can find the right one. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at the energy. Let's take a look at USO. It's in an uptrend. Okay, ever since we took out this high. Yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high. Actually, it's an outside day. Lower low, higher high. Closing over. Bullish cross up over the 17 EMA. USO, uptrend. UNG, downtrend. We took out this low, making lower lows. Okay, so we got downtrend in UNG. Still like to see this thing reverse right on minor support. Really having a tough time getting going the other direction. All right, but here we are with UNG. Yesterday's price action. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Take a look at some precious metals. Start off with silver in an uptrend. Okay, we're in an uptrend because we took out this high. All right, so price action is higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap. That's a lot of consolidation. That's a nice bull flag right there. I would expect that to break out to the upside and just shoot off up there. Let me get my arrows and stuff. Bring those up. There they are. There's the volume profile. That's you get the smiley face. That's what I was building yesterday. Trash that out. Okay, so you can see a flagpole up. What? Not that big. Okay, try this one. All right, so it goes up, consolidates over to the right, normally get another rip to the upside. So there's silver I'm expecting and hoping for. I like these rising, see the rising tails right there? Each one getting higher and higher. You get a rising, this is called ascending tail pattern right there. There's also called a descending wick pattern. We have an ascending tail pattern, which generally results in a shot to the upside. All right, so there's silver with an ascending tail pattern. Get ready, I think silver might break out. It's holding up here. It's been 1, 2, 3 days. That's my magic number right there, 3. It's held for 3 days. We could see a rip today or tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's silver. Let's take a look at GLD. Gold. All right, so here's gold. Yesterday's price action, not this one, but this one. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. I like the silver pattern better than I like the gold pattern. I like that straight line of price action just moving to the right with those ascending wicks underneath it. Ascending tails underneath. So gold, still bullish in an uptrend. Took out this high. All right, making a higher low and a higher high. Uptrend for gold. All right, both gold and silver uptrends. Okay, let's take a look at SMH. Just want to show you. All right, new all-time highs right there yesterday. XLK. Same deal. Okay, new all-time highs yesterday right there. Okay, let's take a look at XLF. XLF still in an uptrend. Okay, got higher lows, higher highs. Okay, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high. Not new all-time highs. Okay, not yet. All right, but XLF in an uptrend, higher low, higher high. Closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. See how it's curling up there? That's the green dots. Okay, IYT. Nothing good to see here on IYT. This is yesterday's candle. The only thing good is that tail at the bottom. That's about it. That's the only thing good I have to report, that the tail is more than 50% of the whole candle. Okay, that's a bullish sign. All right, but IYT still in a downtrend until we take out this wick right there. Okay, now they could make a low right here and then take out these wicks right here and here, and that would put it in an uptrend. Okay, because that would mean a higher low and a higher high. All right, so there's IYT, still stuck in the downtrend right there. Okay, yesterday's price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA, IYT, downtrend. All right, let's take a look. By the way, in 5 minutes, markets could go haywire. We're going to get CPI coming out. All right, let's go take a look at that real quick. All right, so economic calendar this morning, that's Thursday, okay, July 11th, right here. CPI, 8:30. Jobless claims, 8:30. Natural gas report. And that's usually every Thursday around 10:30, all right? A few Fed speakers, but none of them are Mr. Powell. Treasury's going to make a statement, but it's not FOMC, so nothing to really worry about there. Tomorrow, PPI final demand, 8:30. This is the main event in 5 minutes right here, CPI. And I want to thank Alan before you even post for providing us with the results from the CPI. Thank you, Alan. Thank you for everything that you do. Consumer sentiment coming out tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And then we get a rig count at 1 o'clock every Friday. All right, let's look at the Max Pain for today for the SPY. Max Pain is 559. We could see that. Put to call ratio is 1.5 puts for every call. And those are just the options that expired today. So Max Pain, 559. We're not too far from that. That could be tagged sometime today. All right. Earnings. All right. Earnings are starting to come back into play. All right. Today, we have PepsiCo supposed to report before the market opens. Okay. Right along CPI. Progressive still compiling an P&L. That's it. All right. There's some familiar names. Delta Airlines. Okay. Okay. But none of these are going to move the markets. All right. Some of them can't even find their P&Ls yet. All right. There's some familiar names. ConAgra. Okay. You got Delta Airlines. All right. But none of them are going to move the markets. Not like a Pepsi could or a Google could move the markets. They could really move the markets. Pepsi might move the sector a little bit, but it's not going to move the market a whole lot. Okay. So there's Thursday. Tomorrow's a main event for earnings because guess what? Bank earnings kick off again. JP Morgan Chase, only over $500 billion right there. They're going to report tomorrow morning. Wells Fargo, $208 billion. They're going to report tomorrow. Citigroup, $126 billion. They're going to report. Bank of New York Mellon, okay, they're going to report $48 billion. You got, again, some more familiar names, but these are the headliners right there. These have the possibility of moving the markets, just having a preliminary look at the financial sector to see if it really is bullish, okay, going into this earnings season. It will probably set the momentum for the next 3 months, these right here, this financial earnings that are going to be reported tomorrow in the morning before the open. All right, and I did that. Let's take a look at the dollar, okay? Hey, guess what? All right, we got a lower high. I like that. If we can make a lower low, that would be a beautiful thing, all right? But we still got an uptrend going on right here. See this? This. See how we're coming right into trend there? We could get a bounce. See how price comes down? We could get a bounce off of there. We'll see what happens. All right? We'll see what happens. We'll know by halfway through the end of next week. We could get, oh, look at that. All right. Maybe we're coming down to the 200 SMA. All right, big dip down. It's 8:30. Here come the earnings. Here comes Alan. All right, he's going to report. Thanks, Alan, for the thumbs up. All right, so there's the dollar. that's going to rally the market when this dollar drops like that, because that makes our goods and services, guess what? It makes them more affordable when foreign countries have to convert their currency over to our currency in order to pay us for our goods and services. Okay, so a weak dollar is very good for us. All right, so I like that big candle down. If it can take out this low right here, whoa, that would be, we could see a really big rip in the markets. Taking out that low right there, that would be huge. All right, we got a lower low, because that would be a lower high, and creating a lower low, that would be great. All right, so could see a good sized rally today. We'll see what happens. I haven't taken a look at SPY, so we'll take a look at it soon. Thank you, Alan. And let's just take that off, and let me see what SPY's doing. Oh yeah, we're green. Another new all-time high. See, I said we're bullish. We could get a really big candle today and tomorrow. Okay? Really, really big candle. I mean, 580, 570, 575 it is a possibility. All right? And then on top of that, if we got T2123 breaking up over this falling 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart, in other words, them showing signs of a bottom, that would be huge too. So this could be huge, all right? And then we got the dollar. That could be huge, all right? So that's it. We're ripping. It's ripping right now. All right, traders, all right? I am going to come back at 9:15. Actually, I'll come back at 9. All right, and I'll start answering questions, and I will prep us for today's market. Again, price is over all-time high anchored VWAP. It will probably be a green erases red scenario. All right, green erases red entries. We could see 570 today. Just saying. All right, so I'll see you guys in about 32 minutes.